Week 4 training is about to kick off. I can't even believe it. I'm excited. This week should be a lot warmer. I don't have to do as many early morning runs in the dark. Less wind, less snow, just better weather, and I feel really good. I'm excited to have a month of training under my belt. We're gonna go out for 10 easy miles, super flat and out and back. And yeah, here we go. Week 4 training begins now. I did not feel the greatest on this run. I felt good going out 5, but then coming back 5, I just felt like really lousy and unmotivated and just like monotonous miles. My legs feel actually pretty fatigued, like more than they have all week. So gonna be doing more of the recovery stuff today and a lot more foam rolling, I think, and just really trying to work everything out so that I can have a successful week ahead. But yeah, I didn't feel great on this run. This is like my first run in probably the whole time that I was just kind of like not loving it. We know that they come and we expect it, right? It is Monday and I'm just now headed home from a short substitute shift that I just picked up last minute. I was just there for 3 hours, and this morning I was like, I really need to get my run in because I know I'm not going to want to do it later. And so I set my alarm for 5 a.m., definitely snoozed it, and just played this battle of go do it now. You're not going to want to do it later. Or no, you have time. Just do it later. You're only working it until 11. And when I waited for 30 minutes and could not fall asleep, I decided to go get it done. So went running a little bit late, and it was 5:30, but oh my gosh, so much better being 30 degrees rather than 15. And I am so glad that I woke up early and got it done. So now I can just go grab lunch, and I'm gonna go home and take a solid nap because I don't feel like I've had a solid nap for like 4 or 5 days, and that's a lot for me. That is a lot for me. So I'm gonna go try to get caught up on some sleep and then, do what we do the rest of the day once the kids are home from school. It's going to be a big week. I was looking ahead last night at what this week entails, and it's a lot. There's gonna be some pretty good workouts, some long ones, a long run over the weekend. Anyway, so hopefully I can feel a little bit better, because the truth is I thought going into my long run yesterday that I would feel really, really good. It was a drop down week. It was only 10 miles and I felt super lousy. I felt pretty achy for the rest of the day yesterday, way sore, way more than last week's 12 miles, and I didn't go any faster, and it was way more flat yesterday. So I was a little bit confused by that, and I'm hoping to avoid that this week. But I think a lot of it has to do with just the fact that I didn't get as much sleep as I usually do last week starting this job, and then also that meant like I didn't do as good of a job with stretching post run because I was like rushing to work. And also I wasn't eating a lot when I was working. I was just bringing some snacks for lunch, and then I was coming home really hungry, but not even eating that big of a dinner. And I think I was underfueled. So I think I was underrested, underfueled, and maybe that contributed to me being way more sore and achy from my long run yesterday. So yeah, this morning went out, just did a 45-minute easy run. And when I mean easy, I mean I purposely went slow, like 10-50 mile pace. I needed that so bad because of what's coming this week. To be continued. Today I'm headed to the track to do a speed interval workout. I'm actually hoping that the track is even available. I really don't want to do this anywhere else. I've been in kind of a bad mood this morning and feeling unmotivated. I didn't really have anything on my schedule today, so I knew I didn't need to wake up early to do my run. But even still now, it's 11 o'clock. I'm just now headed out to do it, and I do wish that it was already over. Just having one of those days. We all have them. Track is open. We're gonna get it done. It's 45 minutes. I think it is 10 minutes of warm-up, followed by 4 efforts. Each effort is 2.5 minutes long, 5-minute in between rest, and a 5-minute cool down. The efforts, 2.5-minute efforts, I believe need to be between a 7:20 and an 8:16 pace. Usually on these efforts, I try to go at the bottom of the effort, so I try to hang around the lowest, right? So a 7:20. A 7:20 pace for 2.5 minutes is a lot. Every time I do these, I think, wow, I'm so glad that this is not the pace that I have to run. Hopefully the more that I do this, 8:30 will just get more and more comfortable. That's the goal. More care in warm-up like this and recovery after. I think this is one of the only reasons that I've been able to not really have any type of pain or shin splints going into week 4 of training. So I'm trying to just make it a habit. Two down, 2 to go. The worst thing about this run is that I've had to pee since the warm-up, and every time it's interval time, it is not good. Birthing 4 children, well, if you know, you know. There's not a bathroom available, and I'm not stopping to go find one. So, carry on, I guess. Will this clip ever see the light of day? Probably not. But that right there is called birthing 4 kids, about to turn 39, had to pee the entire run, no bathrooms available, unwilling to leave. No, I did not pee my pants. However, there was some leakage because every speed interval I ran, I had very little control, unfortunately. If that isn't freaking real talk, I don't know what is. Real life for me. Can you relate? This has been one of my favorite runs. I've ran in this location too many times to count, but today the vibes are extra perfect. You can't see it, but there's a big lake out there, Utah Lake, and it's just so gloomy and foggy and warm. It's like 45 degrees. Oh, it just feels so good. I am doing a 45-minute run today. Tomorrow is a lot longer, so I've stopped a lot on this run and just kind of taken it all in and enjoyed this little bit of escape that I have today. I absolutely love it out here. I honestly don't even know if this counts as a run because I've stopped so many times. But I can't get enough of it. I was just sitting there and I could see the city down below and all the houses and the school, and I waited like 10 minutes just taking it all in, and then all this fog just came rolling in, completely just enveloped me, and wow, I'm so glad I stayed. I feel like it's important to get your training done, but if we cannot stop along the way and pause for moments like this and just make sure that we're appreciating the beauty around us, oh man, we're missing out. We will miss out, you guys. I'm ready to go to work. I'm just going in for the very end of the day. And I've just been sitting here putting together some content and relaxing, and I have a few extra minutes. So I've been finding myself grabbing this massage gun and just sneaking in, even if a few minutes at a time if I can. Gotta sneak in recovery whenever you can, right? Especially when you're kind of a newbie and also older, like I am. All right, so obviously I'm learning a ton during this marathon training. And this morning we had a 1 hour and 20 minute run. Bodhi said, let's go out for 4 and then back for 4. And I said, I'm not doing 8 miles. I'm not doing 10-minute miles. I have hill repeats tomorrow. And then on Sunday, I have 14 miles. Like, I'm doing 10:30s today. And so we were chatting about it and he understood my reasoning, but I understood his reasoning. Anyway, my point is that I fully intended on going out at a 10:30 pace today because I've been nervous and I've been kind of sore and I've been kind of achy and I've just been trying to not get hurt and not get shin splints and be able to stay strong and be ready for my long runs on the weekend. So anyway, he was willing to do whatever I wanted to do, but we headed out and it turns out that I actually felt really freaking good. I think that when I started working last week, I wasn't eating as much because I was just busy all day. And by the time my long run came this last Sunday it was 10 miles and I hated it. And I had low energy and I just was really achy and sore after. And so this week I've been trying to make it a point that I definitely am eating more, fueling my body. And I think it's making such a big difference. So 8 miles today, we averaged a 9:35 pace. Bodhi never once pushed me. He totally just took it at my pace and I felt so good. I had so much energy. My legs felt strong. My lungs felt strong. So anyway, I just loved that because I had it in my head that this is what I was going to do and this was the plan. And then once I got out there, I was able to adjust and actually just pay attention to what I felt physically. And it turned out to be better than I ever thought it would be today. So maybe we just don't stay so set in what we think our mind is made up at. And maybe we just take it day by day and see how we feel. Obviously, we get the training done. We do what we're asked to do. We stay within the parameters of the training. I could have done a 10:30 and it would have still been in the training, but I also could do a 9:42 and it would still count. Anyway, getting out of my head and just getting into my body worked so well today, and I'm super, super happy with today's run. Friday, day 27. It is 5:55 in the morning, and we're gonna wake ourselves up so we can go do zone 5 hill repeats. This is my second time drinking this, and I'm probably more scared than the first time. Oh my gosh. It's worse. It was worse this time. I think it's because of the toothpaste. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's bad, but I'm awake. Let's freaking go. Okay, 1 speed interval left up this freaking hill. 1:30 apiece. I've done 5, I have 1 more to go. 2.5 minute rest in between, and my pace has to stay between like a 6:20 and a 7:20 pace, and I'm dying. 1 left. Oh my gosh, that was the worst. Every one of my speed interval workouts has ever only been in zone 4, so between a 7:20 and an 8:16 pace, and I try to stay at the bottom at 7:20, like the fastest. Today that was the top of my range. Like, it was like, I don't know, 6 something to 7:20. I could barely hold a 7:20. And this hill behind me, it may not look like much, but it's a lot. And holy crap, I love that the day that the training wants a zone 5 effort, they pair it with freaking hill repeats. What is up with that? Day 27, we're at the end of week 4, done. Holy crap, what a day. It is the last day of week 4. It is 6:43 p.m. I am just now getting home from being at a volleyball tournament all day. 45 minutes, almost an hour away from my house since 8 o'clock this morning. I am exhausted. 5 volleyball games. We made it to the finals. We won the first game. and then we lost the second game barely, and it sucked. But anyway, I'm exhausted, and I was supposed to do a 45-minute zone 2 run. But when I woke up this morning and had to get out the door early, I had shin splints. Subtle, but undeniable. Just walking up and down my stairs was hurting. And so I did not do my run today. I spent the day at volleyball, and I have a 14-mile run tomorrow. And even just being home now, going back up and down the stairs, they're hurting. I have suffered from shin splints, truly debilitating. Like, I could not walk up a curb without being in excruciating pain. I like all but quit running. And so I'm not looking forward to having that again. I think it's the hill repeats. That's when they started developing before. And then sure enough, yesterday I do the same thing. I'm sprinting at a 6:45 pace uphill 6 times, and today I have shin splints. So I don't want them to get worse. I took the day off. I'm going to shower, and I'm going to do massive stretching. I'm going to do icing on my legs, and I'm going to do massage gun and foam roller and everything I need to do so that my run tomorrow won't be painful, and it won't just continue adding up moving forward. I want to nix these as quick as possible. Anyway, so today is day 28. It's the last day of February, and ending on a great note. Tomorrow, after my long run, I'll end up at 39 miles for the week. That's all I have to report today. Moving into week 5.